What's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narc's Nemesis. For those of y'all watching me on YouTube, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It helps YouTube's algorithm pick up this content and push it out to more people that need it. Somebody liked it for you, so make sure you like it for somebody. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the description. If you want to donate to the channel, the link is also in the description. Make sure y'all go check out my new single, Romeo Must Die. It's about the smear campaign and enduring it. It is available here on the channel and also available on all streaming platforms under Terrell Andretti with the rest of my music. Y'all make sure y'all leave me some critique here on the channel. Y'all make sure y'all go share it on social media, send it to your friends, and use it on TikTok and all that good stuff. Today I want to talk to y'all about narcissists love your emotions. Narcissists love emotional people. That's why I always tell people, whoever or whatever controls your emotions controls you. That is how the narcissist gain control over you in the first place. A lot of people wonder, how did I fall into this? How did I deal with this so long? How did I end up doing this? How did I stay in this situation? And it's simply because you gave them control over your emotions instead of you having control over them. Because what'll happen is, instead of thinking, why is this happening, or this is happening, or this is bad for me, I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't be dealing with this, I shouldn't be focused on this, you think about how you feel about it. You think about why you feel the way you do. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having these feelings, but sometimes we get caught in overdrive. It's like if somebody shoots you, you're not going to ask them why, hey, why'd you shoot me? Because you feel a certain type of way about them shooting you. You going to get help, or you going to defend yourself. Your logic is going to kick in. I need to get to safety before I get shot again, or before I die, because the situation is dangerous. You're not going to use your feelings in that situation. What happens is narcissists use your lack of control over your feelings to get a hold of you, to control you. Now, see, when narcissists meet people that are, not so into their feelings, or they have emotional control or emotional intelligence, high emotional intelligence, and people that are kind of direct, people that are, no nonsense type people, narcissists are intimidated and bothered by those type of people, because narcissists like people that beat around the bush. They like people that, are comfortable playing games, because they are used to playing games. They are used to being around the bush. Now, see, when a narcissist encounters somebody who's straightforward and is direct, that bothers the shit out of them, because they realize the games that they are used to playing is not going to work on this person. The leeway and the grace for them doing bullshit and playing and manipulating is going to be very short. So these people actually run narcissists off, and they also irritate the fuck out of narcissists. Narcissists do not like people that are direct. They do not like people who are straightforward, because that leaves little margin for the bullshit that they are used to getting away with other people. A lot of people probably ran across narcissists and they don't even know, because they have boundaries and they stood their ground, and that shit runs narcissists off. Narcissists do not like when you are straight to the point, when you are straight shot, no chaser, none of that. That shit bothers the fuck out of them, because they are no longer, they know the room they have for the bullshit, the manipulation, the pity party, the guilt trip, the victim mentality, the sympathy. That shit is very slim. So they will avoid the fuck out of you, or if they have to put up with you for an extended amount of time, or whatever the case is, you will irritate the shit out of them, because they know, I can only do so much of that bullshit with this person. They hate that shit with a passion. That's why I say, if you're a more emotional, intelligent person, it's harder for them to manipulate you. But when you're so caught in your emotions, and it's normal, you know, shit like this happens. We all, like I say, we've all been there. That's why we're all here on this channel. We've all been at a point where we had zero control over our emotions. And when we have zero control over our emotions, it's easy to forfeit and give somebody else control over our feelings and how we feel about things. That's why I always say you have to have some kind of emotional control over yourself, because what happens is you give people the kind of blueprint on how they're going to treat you, because they know, oh, well, they're not going to leave because shit, they can't control how they feel. Oh, well, they're not going to correct me because they can't control how they feel about me. They're not going to have any boundaries because they can't control how they feel about me. Versus when you have control and you're aware of who you are. People walking this earth, and this is regular people too, people hate when you know who you are and what you stand for, because they know, like I said, it's human nature to try to manipulate people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just more people have that tendency, is more or less in most people. Like, everybody will see something like, damn, if I hit the vending machine, I get a free snack. Okay, cool. Let me hit the vending machine. That's even a small scale of manipulation there, because you know if you keep doing this, you're going to get a reward. Everybody has that mechanism in them somewhere to some degree. You can argue with somebody else. There is just more in others and less in some. Narcissists have this on an extreme fucking level. So when they realize, okay, damn, I'm not going to get away with that with him. Damn, I'm not going to get away with that with her. That drives them fucking insane, because the game that they're used to running is going to have little effect on you. That's why I say doing the work, going to therapy, figuring out who you are. When you know who you are, you're going to run a lot of people off. Because a lot of people have lived a life, whether they know it or not. Some people are conscious of this, some people aren't. A lot of people have lived a life off of getting over on people who don't know who they are. Have made a living dealing with people who have no emotional intelligence. And they've been running free reign for years. And these are narcissists. They've been running across people who don't have any boundaries, who don't have any standards. A lot of people rather deal with people who don't have standards, because it allows them to do what the fuck they want to do, or what they've been doing for years. Narcissists will notice this in you if you don't have any standards, and they will run you into the fucking ground. That's why I always say you have to figure out who you are first before you try to get in a relationship, before you try to get in that business partnership or whatever, because you have to stand for something. And sometimes when you stand for something, you might be left all alone, but I guarantee you that is better than dealing with people who want to get over on you. Like, being lonely ain't that fucking bad. Being by yourself ain't that bad compared to being with somebody who flourishes off of you not knowing who you are, and you not having control of yourself, and you not setting some kind of standard. Like, no, I'm not finna deal with that. I know you're used to people doing that, but that's not what we're doing over here. That'll run a fucking narc off real quick, because that means you're not allowing them to do that work that they want to do on you. You're not allowing them to make you feel like a bad person for standing up for yourself. You're not allowing them to do the manipulation and the excuse me, and the victim story that they're used to playing to everybody else. And sometimes it's not even everybody else, it's to play to themselves to make them feel better about their characteristics, because you know they can't take accountability. So they will rather make you feel like an outlaw for standing up for yourself and for having some kind of standard about yourself. That's why I say you got to raise your standards, you got to raise your vibration, because it will keep these individuals away from you. And it might get lonely at first. You might lose this friend, might lose this family member, might lose this romantic partner, but that is not worth who you are and who you know you are and what you stand for. A lot of people are so willing to give up who they are just to please a group of people or a person or an organization. And that's another form of selling your soul, because people that really respect your boundaries, they're not going to try to flip your boundaries to appease to their attitude, to appease to their life, to appease to how they want to act towards you. Narcissists will take advantage of that every time. You have to gain control over yourself, not even just your emotions, your actions, because you could get those people who, are in jail for amount of years because they lost it and, killed somebody or went on a killing spree or whatever. You know what they lost control over their emotions. And they went fucking nuts and went off and jeopardized their freedom and their life. And it's the same thing with a narcissist. We lost control. So we ended up inviting this individual into our life and forfeiting control to them and letting them do what the fuck they want, because we didn't stand for anything, because we didn't have the standard like, hey, we not doing this over here. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. I'm not tolerating that. You have to stand for something. And people that care about you, they are going to understand. Nah, you're right. That is right. I shouldn't handle you like that. I should take your point of view. I should meet you, in the middle. I should consider your feelings or whatever. Those are people who care. A narcissist don't give a fuck about none of that. They will see that stop sign, that I have boundaries sign, and run right past that motherfucker and see how far they can push it and see where you'll keep giving in at. And they will convince you that you're wrong. They will try to convince you that you're wrong for not letting them do that. Don't fall for it. Have some standards. Stand up for yourself. Get yourself under control. And if it comes to being by yourself because this person won't stop abusing you, like I say, if they're narcissistic and you know this shit, you need to get far away from them anyway. But like I said, everybody has narcissistic traits. It's when it becomes a disorder where it's a problem. Everybody walking this earth has narcissistic traits. It's actually healthy to have some narcissistic traits because you need them to survive. When it becomes an issue is when you have a disorder. When it's disordered, that's when it becomes an issue. And you have to watch out for that. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all make sure if you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is in the description. If you want a phone session over the weekend, send me an email and we can get your time situated. If you y'all make sure y'all go check out my new single, Romeo Must Die. Go check out Superstition. Go check out Dirty Dancing. Go check out Razors. Go check out all of these songs. They're about my narcissistic experience. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. Give them a spin. Send them to somebody you know. I'm going to be starting a petition soon because I want to, and I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. See how many signatures we can get. I have a song called Superstition. A lot of y'all have heard it. There is a game called Grand Theft Auto 6 that I think will go perfectly on that game's soundtrack. I'm going to start a petition to try to get Superstition added to that soundtrack. And it'll be awesome if I can have y'all support and signatures, and let's see how far we can take this thing. I would definitely appreciate y'all's assistance with that. When I do get the gist of how to put that together, I will put the link in the description, and if y'all want to go sign it, add y'all's name, that'll be dope. Let's start something. Other than that, another day, another way. And you ain't got to listen, but I know you heard me.